So today in New England, it was really hot and I had to wear shorts and I almost put on a tank top, but I didn't. And that got me thinking that summer's almost here and we're going to be going to the beach soon. And I feel like there's something missing in the film noir universe. And that is a countdown of the top 9 film noirs with the most insane beach scenes, right? Here you go. In Drive a Crooked Road, Mickey Rooney, the one and only Mickey Rooney, plays a vulnerable, somewhat pathetic Southern California nice guy who falls for a femme fatale, of course, who wants him to drive the getaway car for her boyfriend's gang. Later on, she starts feeling sorry for little Mickey, shown here, with a pretty nasty head wound, but her boyfriend has no plans to tolerate her change of heart. Which leads to this scene. Based on a John Steinbeck novella, Emilio Fernandez's Mexican noir, The Pearl, is a story of greed that turns into obsession that turns into violence, as you can see. Shot by the legendary cinematographer Gabriel Figueroa, this film is stunningly beautiful and it makes brilliant use of its beachfront setting for almost the entire duration. In Nicholas Ray's In a Lonely Place, Humphrey Bogart's character, with the virile name of Dick Steele, attends a beach gathering only to discover that his girlfriend and his best friends suspect him of murder, based on circumstantial evidence and his violent temper.
Because it would only have upset you.
You're lying to me.
I'm not lying. I just didn't tell you. I'm sorry, Dick. I'm
Still
sorry.
checking on me, still trying to pin a murder on me.
Dick storms off, as you can see, and speeds away towards another near-deadly confrontation.
I should have told him in the first place. Dick! 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 Dick!
In the criminally underseen and underappreciated Night Tide from 1961, Peter Fonda plays a sailor on leave who falls for a woman who plays a real-life mermaid in a boardwalk carnival act. But what if it's more than just an act? And what if her last 2 boyfriends' deaths weren't merely accidents? When beachcombers persuade the mysterious beauty to take a dance around the sand one evening, her routine culminates in a kind of surreal mental breakdown. Jeffrey Dell's The Dark Man is a tense British noir in which a budding young actress named Molly Lester happens on a murder in progress while cycling through the woods. After she flees the scene, presumably unseen by the killer, a dark man begins to follow her, including to the beach one day, seen here, where a brilliant scene of Hitchcockian suspense unfolds as other beachgoers go home, one after another, abandoning her to be alone with her stalker. It's a really, really cool scene.
Freshly painted sign was in front. 20 Dunstan Terrace.
In Anatole Litvak's Sorry Wrong Number, Ann Richards plays housewife Sally Hunt, who comes to the aid of Barbara Stanwyck's desperate, bedridden Leona Stevenson, who just overheard her husband plotting her murder. Sally recounts here how she followed her own husband, an assistant DA, to an isolated house on a hazy, dreamlike beach where she witnesses cryptic communications with an ominous vessel. The whole scene is really dreamy and hazy and super cool. Featuring and really starring the visual magic of cinematographer John Alton, The Amazing Mr. X begins with the widow Christine Faber walking the beach one night when she hears the voice of her dead husband calling out from the surf. Look at that crow, or raven, I guess. This will send her to a local medium named Alexis, whose behavior becomes increasingly dubious as Christine gets closer to the truth.
I don't blame you for being frightened.
The entire second half of Robert Hosseini's thrilling French noir, The Wicked Go to Hell, takes place at the beach home of an artist, this guy right here, whoops, and his beautiful muse, right there, played by the otherworldly, stunningly beautiful Marina Vladi. When these two escaped convicts show up and kill him, as they just did, they take over both the house and the muse, which leads to a lot of tense, violent love triangle shenanigans all over the sand. Many of you probably saw this #1 coming. In what may be the most iconic beach scene in all of film noir, the climax of Robert Aldrich's Kiss Me Deadly features an atomic explosion that torches a beach house while Mike Hammer and Velda escape into the surf just in time. This whole film is an apocalyptic fever dream, and it's chaotic and frenetic and a totally wild ride that you have to see. And we have to have two honorable mentions, which I just could not leave off. The first one is another film by Emilio Fernandez, that Mexican master who directed The Pearl, which we talked about earlier. In Rosanna, we get the privilege of seeing three unbelievably sexy performers playing seaside laborers who dive for sponges all day and lust after each other all night. Bitter jealousies come to a head more than once on a luxurious-looking beach. And I had to include this perfect ending for my video because it's also the perfect ending of a French masterwork called Such a Pretty Little Beach. When those exact words are uttered by two random strollers on the beach at the very end of the movie, we get to watch a massive, dramatic zoom-out shot that reveals the extent of the beach, which has been the setting for the film this whole time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned about a few new films that you hadn't heard of before.